stream highlights are gonna go crazy. Anyway, so I'm live streaming this game. This game, Flyout, I've been waiting months for it, okay? It's very exciting, for me. Literally, the second video on this entire channel involved me building a fighter jet in a video game. I love doing it. It's good. It's great. Anyway, so I was worried I would be boring and like low energy. So I have 3 entire cans of Monster Energy in front of me, and I'm gonna go ahead and down all of them. There's number 1. So I'm thinking something that I haven't seen anybody else do in this game, and I think I want to make a flying boat jet fighter. Those two things don't seem to mesh very well with each other, because flying boats are big, and boats and fighter jets are supposed to be like light and maneuverable. That's my objective here. Oh, is this stream still unlisted? Yeah, okay, this thing's not unlisted anymore. Wow. I wonder if people will watch it now. There we go. This is good. I have at least one viewer that isn't me now, which is cool. So we have the front of a fuselage of a fighter jet. And look at that. Beautiful. That's the fuselage shape. Oh boy. Let's get a canopy. Oh, dude, maybe an open air thing would be kind of funny. Just open to the elements flying boat jet fighter. That's a terrible idea. This entire thing is a terrible idea. Gotta have a windshield like on a jet ski. This is such a terrible design because the airflow off of this seat and then just going directly into this jet engine directly behind the pilot's head. It's a bad design. So I think the wings are just gonna have to come off of this engine nacelle. I've literally never made a wing in this game before. I probably need 2 of them, huh? So this is gonna need to have a tail like the HE-162 because if it had a just vertical tail right there, it would be directly in the wake of the jet engine exhaust. I'm so happy that there's a game that lets me do this now. Let's spawn this thing with the... I'm assuming that this is in meters, so let's say 700 meters at... I think that this is kilometers an hour, so... it's a good, 400? Can this thing fly? Oh, okay. Well, it seems stable. It's not... I can't control it at all, but... how do I add control surfaces to this? Is that it? Did the soft joint, is that what did it? Oh, okay, so you can have the trailing edge. That makes a lot more sense. You can have the trailing edge, and you can put, like, pitch response, and then I don't know what that number means. I'm sure it's something. Okay, well, so the tail falls off. Oh yes, okay, look at that. That's control surfaces moving. We've almost mastered controlled flight. This is genius. I'm opening my second can of Monster Energy. I have a third one that I plan to finish. Let's start out in the air. Are these meters per second? Is that why it tore me apart? Because 400 meters per second is supersonic, and this thing would not handle being supersonic very well. Look at that! Oh! That's how most of my landings in War Thunder look. This is, late war Germany after all their airfields were, bombed out of existence. And they have to take off from the Rhine River to go intercept B-17s. Is this thing ready to fly? I don't remember what I was doing. Look at that! We can pitch up. Is the jet engine dying because I don't have any fuel? Is that what's happening? This is looking more and more like something you'd see in a History Channel documentary that isn't very good. Sphere. I don't think this craft would benefit from a sphere. Actually, you know what might be good is to make these ones fuel tanks to try to drag the center of mass backwards. Wingtip tanks. Like on a P-80 or a F-84. This is a jet for sure. These are girthy. That's fine. I'm sure the rest of the plane's aerodynamics weren't doing so hot. This thing's kind of loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I have to find the water first because I'm not seeing any right here. You think the desert airfield is closer to water? It might be. I don't know where water is. Trim? What is that? Trim is a single keybind? Okay. I guess trim being a single keybind just works. Is this the fastest flying boat ever made? 3 Gs in a sustained turn, dude? Holy moly. This is insane. They made 1,000 km/h flying boat? Why? For what purpose? Okay, so guns. Those look a little big. Oh, I need an ammo drum. Dude, look how big an AIM-9 is in comparison. This thing is small. We keep the ammo right in the nose next to the guns. Is this the only flying boat with forward swept wings? Because I'd be surprised to learn that it wasn't, to be honest. It's still saying unarmed. What's that about? I kind of want to put like a GAU 8 on it. Okay, that's... This gun does not fit anywhere in here. This is gonna look like an Age of Sail cannon. The gun's pointing backwards is true genius. The guns won't work. Sidewinders are so much... They seem like tiny missiles when they're on F-14. They seem like very small missiles that are small. And they look massive on this thing. This thing is like the size of a jet ski. Alright, can number 3 of Monster Energy. Here we go. Oh, this almost looks like the like R2-Y2, like the weird Japanese ones. They have camouflages kind of like this sometimes. What about a name? You guys have a name for this thing? The Gator. I mean, people already called the A7 the Gator. Call it the Spats. German for swallow. That's funny that the German word for swallow sounds kind of like spit. Alright, so this is saved, right? Okay.